Hi guys, this is Ravenclaw. What if? Welcome back to another What If story. Now this is the What if Deku has Betty Noire's powers. I believe that's how you pronounce Noir. I cause it looks like Nora, but I guess it's Noir. I guess it's weird. I don't know how the correct pronunciations of it, but I think that's what it's called. But I'm not totally sure on that. So. Anyways, let's get down to bear tax of things. Now, Izumi and Karma. Karma is able to take control of her when the occasion the occasion happens when her sentient quirk needs to take control. That's where things get kind of fun and messy when she gets into that state. As we start our episode off, sorry, as we start our episode off, a couple days after where we left off, as you see a group of men dodging, weaving, running through the alleyways, as they have pure panic on their face, as they're trying to lose someone. What the hell was that? And that girl, the amount of blood that I saw, it was that that thing wasn't a girl. That thing was a demon. Let's get out of here. We need to cut some distance. I don't know if the little demon's following us. As they continue to run, as something hits the ground, blocking their way, as several pink spears. Pink. It's pretty much a spear, basically what it is. As pink spears stops them in their place, as they look around, as they try to go opposite way, as more pink spears impact the ground, blocking their path. As they hear giggling in the distance, in the darkness of the alley. That's not nice to run. We were having so much fun. After all, not many of my playdates last this long. As the man stumbles to the ground, what do you want? Ah, nothing much. As she immediately impales him with the pink energy spear, as the man screams out in pain, as as a gaster blaster forms, vaporizing the second one. Ah, much better. I don't need him. He was very rude. Izumi creates another energy pink, pink energy spear. As she continues to stab the man, continuously, as she's giggling the whole time, as the man screaming out in pain, asking for mercy, as finally, the little, his heart finally appears in front of him. As Izumi grabs it, hands it, hands it in her palm, as Karma hobbles off her head onto her palm as Karma begins to eat the heart. As the man's, confused as he drops down dead. As Izumi, hops around the corpse as she leaves the alleyway. Izumi sees her dad's car pop on. Sorry. As Izumi sees her dad's car stop, as the door opens, as Izumi hops in the back of the vehicle. Hi, Dad. I finished. They broke too easy. Too easy, Dad. Can it be possible if we could find a playmate that can last? So you want a challenge, Izumi? I think I have one for you, but you're not ready. Not yet. But don't worry, you will be. Continue what you've been doing to gather strength. Then you be ready. As they drive off, as we time skip, as during this time skip, Izumi has been going to public school to avoid suspicion. She's a model student, never got in trouble, never got any conflicts. Friendly girl. But during night, she has been gathering power by eliminating thugs, minor villains, as the population believe it's a vigilante going after villains. As the news of a new vigilante has spread, as Izumi is nowhere a vigilante, but because of her actions, not going after heroes, just going after villains, they refer to her as a vigilante. They don't know if it's a he or him. There's no evidence. Everyone that she leaves no survivors. They deemed her the Phantom because of she leaves no traces. Only she leaves is dead corpses, and they're unclear how they died. Some of the corpse they know there's puncture wounds and slash marks, but the other corpse they just fall dead with no damage on their body whatsoever. As Kira kept making Izumi to gather strength for her final test. As you have Izumi walking in the forest, as it looks like she's searching for something. Hey, Karma, where do you see him? I do not. Izumi. The old man said he should be in this area. I'm hungry. I'm tired of waiting. Calm down, Karma. We'll feed you dust soon enough once we find this new playmate that Dad promised me that this one will last. Then you'll have your fill. Dad said he didn't expect us to survive this. But we'll prove him wrong. Come on, Karma. Let's find this play toy. As Izumi gets a devilish grin. As Karma has a hungry look to him. As Karma has changed over the time, feeding constantly off of negative emotions. And Karma changes depending on Izumi's state of mind. So if Izumi's evil, so is Karma. If Izumi's more good, then Karma will be a lot more good. It's based off her emotions. Finally spots the person she's looking for as she rushes over there. As she stands on next to a man with a radio on his neck. As the man's pretty big. Wow, you're kind of big. You're definitely a lot bigger than my normal playmates. As the man looks down on the girl, who are you? Oh, my apologies. I am Izumi Rosefield. And today you're my playmate. Dad said you'll last longer than the rest of them. I break my play toys a little too easy. I'm not a play toy. Yeah, that's where you're wrong, mister. You are my plaything. Hopefully you don't break as easy as the other ones. Enough talking, Izumi. I'm hungry. Yeah, Karma, I hear you. Now you got introduction out of the way. And who are you, by the way? Your name? Big guy. Gigento Makita pronounced himself as Izumi smiles. As immediately she turns her hands into a scythe as she begins attacking. We cut to about 3 hours before Izumi met Gigento Makita, as Izumi's sitting in her dad's office waiting for him to meet her. As Kira walks in. Oh, Izumi, you're here. Yeah, Dad? What do you want to talk about? I believe you're ready. Ready for what, Dad? Ready for your final test. The playmate I mentioned a couple years ago. As Izumi's eyes, glitter with excitement. Really? I get to meet the ultimate playmate? Yes, daughter. Please calm down. This is not only you get to play with your playmate, this is also a test. I don't believe you will survive this encounter, daughter. But if you succeed, the Noire project can finally begin. Alright, Dad. So where am I going, by the way? He's in this location. I'll be dropping you off in the middle of the forest. You are to find him. I don't know his exact location, but he's been spotted around this area. When you locate him, kill him. Then feed off of whatever power you get off him. He must be eliminated. This is key, daughter. What do you mean, Dad? I've already gone over the Nomus, right? Yes, Dad. You told me about the Nomus. I want to fight one of those things eventually, but that's not here and there, Father. So continue. Well, the Nomus were based off of this new playmate you're gonna find and kill. Really? Those super weapons that are designed came from the idea, or the preference came from him? From this new playmate? Exactly, daughter. Now I'm excited. As we cut back to current time, as you have Izumi jumping around the trees, trying to slice Gigento Makita. As each time she tries to pierce his skin, as there's a large spark. As Izumi noticed that she can't really cut through him at the moment with her scythe. As Izumi pouts, that's not fair. You have tough skin. No matter. Izumi creates several pink energy spears as she throws them in great succession as they impact Gigento Makita. As from each impact, the spears explode into pink energy as it's pushing Gigento Makita. It's not piercing the skin. He got Gigento Makita is having burn marks on him. Izumi's not putting enough force to actually damage him. She's just playing around. She's having a fun time. Because normal playmates can't handle this sort of punishment. As Izumi's giggling and laughing as she's having a little too much fun. Chime, Izumi's pushing Gigento Makita to a breaking point. He always presses play on the radio that's hanging above his neck, as it's all for one's voice to calm him down. As Izumi knows that a couple times. Well, Karma, that has to go. As she aims for the boombox, as she destroys it. Gigento Makita looks at the little girl. You shouldn't have done that, little one. I will have no way to hold myself back. Sorry about that, but I don't want you to hold back. I'm having fun, so don't ruin it, big guy. As Izumi jumps up in the air, socks Gigento Makita in the face as he goes flying a little back, as he skids across the ground. As Gigantomachia had enough of this, as he rushes towards Izumi, as he nails her right in the face, as Izumi goes flying back into several trees. As she lands on top of a tree, sorry, as she lands on top of a tree in midair, as she looks strictly at Gigantomachia, and smiles. As she jumps off towards him in a blinding speed. As she creates a pink energy scythe in her hands, as she begins wailing on Gigantomachia, as Gigantomachia is slowly growing into its full size by using one of his Gigantoquark. As Gigantomachia grabs Izumi, crushes her, then throws her into a tree. As Gigantomachia begins to walk away. As Gigantomachia hears crunching noise, bones breaking, as they're realigning. As Izumi, breathes heavily as she starts giggling. That was quite fun. Do it again. As Gigantomachia is confused. Izumi, stop playing around with him. Fine, Karma. Sorry about this, Gigantomachia. Big guy, I have to call this short. I'll have to cut our fun short. Izumi has a devilish grin as gaser blasters appear all around Gigantomachia. As Izumi has a evil look in her eye. Now die! As she charges all the beams at once, as Gigantomachia try to rush over her and smash one of the gaster blasters, as they all ignite, as there's a large pink explosion engulfing the forest. As the blast cease, as the forest is on fire, as Izumi is controlling the fire all around her, as she sees Gigantomachia hover to the ground, as he slowly gets up, as he knocks off the dirt off him. A couple trees fell off onto him, as he pushes the tree trunk off to the side. As he used morale to boost his physical power. Also, in lengthening his hands into claws from his mole quirk, as he doesn't feel pain. Yeah, Gigantomachia is fucking broken. But so is Izumi. So, yeah, as they commence the battle, as this goes on for days. As goes on for days and weeks. As Izumi is fighting Gigantomachia with no sleep, no food, just straight up battle. Izumi walking through the bordering forest as she has fire swirling around her. Pink fire. I gotta say, this has been a blast. I've never had so much fun with any of my other play toys. Dad was right. You're definitely a better version. Nice upgrade. But unfortunately, all good things must come to an end. After all, I was created to kill you after all. She condenses the fire to a energy base form as she shoots off pink energy, damaging Gigantomachia. He can't really feel pain, but he knows he's hurt. As all Gigantomachia saw in a split second Izumi blitz right towards him, socks him with her full strength, she's no longer holding back. As she nails him right in the face, as he goes flying into a nearby mountain. As she continues using the fire, condensing it, and throwing off pink energy blasts. After another. That goes on for she continuously does this for 10 minutes straight. Gigantomachia is now in his full stage form with all that armor and all that cool looking stuff. I couldn't really find a picture of him in his ultimate form or when he used that one quirk. But yeah, he's in that form at the current moment. As they're continuing battling, Izumi is slowly getting the upper hand. Gigantomachia is powerful, but he's not too intelligent. He's intelligent to a certain degree, but he's nowhere. Yeah, he's kind of dumb a little bit. Like all the super nomos, they're intelligent to a certain degree, but the nomos were based off of Gigantomachia. So, because small pause in the story. I was researching Gigantomachia, and he's not technically a Nomu, I guess. So he would have that little heart because of Izumi's quirk. But she's been trying to nail him down. She's trying to damage him enough for the heart to finally appear. So as this continues for another day, the heart finally appears as Izumi starts laughing. She's damaged. Her face is scruffed up, but her healing factor is always, repairing her. She has a good amount of power left to feed her abilities. She hasn't even begun to use her own hatred to form into power. But she's been using what she's stored up all these years. Only the negative emotions fuel her power, but if she gathers enough negative emotions, it can upgrade her power to make her more powerful. And that power doesn't leave when she goes on empty. She just got to regain, her natural, hatred, sort of say. They're so far out of the city that no one take notice of this epic battle happening at the moment. You have Izumi just laughing her ass off as Gigantomachia didn't notice Karma did separate, flanking Gigantomachia as Izumi rushes him, starts pounding him into the ground as she's laughing, as she's pounding his face in. As he's slowly, turning into his normal size. As Karma rushes up and grabs the heart in his mouth as he eats it. As Izumi forms her hand into a slice, grabs Gigantomachia's by the head, and just slice through. As she concentrate her power into the scythe itself, as the scythe has a pink glow, more glow to it, as she slices right through Gigantomachia, chopping off his head. As Izumi puts the head in a gym bag that she brought. As she goes back to her house, as her father is surprised to see her, as she's carrying a gym bag, and Kira's like, "You survive. What's that?" "A present, father." As she tosses on the desk, as he opens it, as he has a bright grin, as he starts laughing. Now the real work can begin, daughter. What do you mean, Father? Don't worry. Everything will come clear in time. Why don't you rest? You have definitely earned it. As he pats her on the head. You run off. I have some work to do. Cut several hours. As we cut to several hours in the future, time a little time skipped a little bit. As you have Dr. Ujiko, he's getting ready to go into his doctor office that he plays the whole doctor thing still to gather corks for all for one. As he gets a phone call, as he takes out his cell phone, this is Dr. Ujiko. Hello, Doctor. Kira, what do you want? What you want has been. I heard you disappeared. Yeah, I took a little break. But that's not why I'm calling here. This is a courteous call on my end. And also, for me, I'm back in action. Also, and I also brought you a little gift. It's on your desk. I'll be seeing you real soon, Dr. Ujiko. As he hangs up. As Dr. Ujiko opens his office, as he turns on the light, as he sees a present. A box with pink wrapping with bright pink bow. You just sees the present. What the hell? What the hell that husband's planning? What is he up to? As he examines it, as he notices it's quite heavy. As he opens it, as his face turns white, as he dropped his clipboard, as he falls to his knees, as he sees Giganta Machia's head in the present, as there's a little note placed in the box right next to the head. A little letter. Gosh, yeah, not a letter. A cassette tape. He puts in a VCR that he has in his office. As he sees a picture of a girl. Dad, is it on? Yeah, it is. Oh, hi. Let me properly introduce myself. I am Izumi Rosefield. I'm Kira's daughter. And, well, I had fun. It was such a blast. But that being said, you're next, Doctor. I'm gonna find you, and I'm gonna hunt you down. Then I'm gonna kill you. But first, I'm gonna kill all your children first. After all, they're. What did my father call them? Abominations. That's what my dad said. Abominations. So sit tight, Dr. Ujiko. I'll be seeing you real soon. And tell your little master. What did he go by? All for one or something like that? He's gonna die as well. And all your little League of Villains. I'll be coming for you. Toodles. As the feed cuts. You have Kira walk into a room. The room is a planning area where he's pinpointed a lot of Nomu factories. As Kira's finally, that bastard could finally pay. The Noir project is finally could begin. As Kira starts laughing. Very insane like. As we cut to somewhere in the city, as Menele is taking down a couple thugs. As her phone start ringing. As this is Menele. Hello, Menele. Who is this? How do you get this number? Don't worry how I got this number. The little bird told me you've been looking into a man named Kira Rosefield and his little what he's been up to. Yeah. I have some intel you'd be interested in. Let's say I'm a gruntle old employee. Have you ever heard of the Noir project? As Menelate, no, I haven't. Meet me at this location tomorrow. You expect me to go meet you alone? How do I know you're not some sort of villain, some sort of ambush? As a man, you could bring whoever you want. It doesn't matter. If you want the intel, you're going to have to come regardless. Until we meet again. Sorry, until we meet, Miss Manele. You have a good day. As the person hangs up, as we're going to stop it there. Hope you guys have a good night and day, judging my time zones. All right, I'll catch you in the next video.